Pop, was this a game that Tim Duncan sort of set the tone for you guys, with another previous performance?
Tim was, solid as usual. He's played like that all year long. He's not going to do anything that's going to be on a highlight film for TV, but highlight film for coaches possibly. Just being solid, making a great pass, playing the defense that he did, rebounding. He's the anchor.
Could you also talk about the defensive work that you got from Boris Diaw on Blake Griffin, especially in the third quarter?
Well, he did a pretty good job. He got fooled a couple times, and Blake had his way. But all in all, I thought that he did a pretty good job on him, against a very good player.
Pop, I wonder if you could talk about the group defensive effort that you guys had on Chris Paul tonight.
Well, just because we won the game today doesn't mean that we played the good defense. They were physical. They played tough. They did well, and I think Parker and Green did a good job on Chris Paul, and Chris Paul and Eric Bledsoe did a hell of a job on Tony. So it's both ways. Just look at the stats for both those guys. They're probably both scratching their heads.
Pop, it looked like Tony's knee buckled a little bit there in the fourth quarter. Is he all right?
I have no idea. I assume he is.
You got two really timely rebounds from Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter. Could you just talk about his overall game and how he seems to just mature and progress game by game in the playoffs?
He seems to have a pretty good knack for the ball. I mean, he makes a steal here and there. He'll get an offensive board here and there. He'll get a block now and then. So I think he's, obviously as a rookie, he's still figuring out what his game is, but he does things that help win basketball games.
Pop, you had the 18-point lead late, and then they made a run and reduced the margin and stuff. Was that something that they were doing right, or is it something that you saw that you didn't?
Well, if you've watched them, they always come back. They don't fold, and that's just a credit to their team. They just keep on playing, and they stick within the system, and they've come back many times, as we've all seen. So I think that's who they are, and I thought that our small lineup didn't do a very good job for a period there where they came back on us.
Anyone else? All right, thank you.